welcome back to my channel. I think my camera just kind of fell. Today we're doing a major life and new apartment update. We're gonna have full transparency in this video and just kind of talk about literally everything under the sun and address a couple elephants in the room. I think they're elephants. Maybe they're bigger than elephants, but I think they need to be addressed. On a very light note, I tried the new Makeup by Mario foundation today and I think I'm a fan. I think it's looking good. I like my makeup today, but my camera keeps moving. I feel like the first thing that needs to be shown is the apartment update. I haven't shown you guys my apartment in literally, I feel like so long. So let's do an update. Again, this is still an update. It's not like an apartment tour because I still have so much to do and I feel like people underestimate how long it takes to move into somewhere, whether it's like an apartment, a house, a townhouse, whatever kind of home it is, it takes forever. It just does, especially when you have a lot more space than you did previously. You had to fill more space. To the update we go. Obviously the front door is still the same and I still have some photos around the whole apartment that need to be put up, but here is the half bath. She's cute, she's simple. Still, stuff needs to be put away. This is Dolce's like closet where I keep like all his stuff. So in case anyone watches him, I have like this on here, his food's in here, have my Dyson hanging up, and then just like treats and a bunch of like cleaning stuff for him. Just like an extra storage, but also like for Dolce. I did some organization in here in the laundry room, but this like stuff needs to be put away. But I put everything in like really cute aesthetic containers, and then I got all these as well. Got my borax in here and then like wool light and stuff like that, and like dryer sheets. So I have everything kind of looking good and clean, and then up there I just have like a bunch of storage. Typically once I'm done with like drying stuff, I put it on this bench and I get to it when I can. All of these items are clean, I just need to fold them. Under here we have my shrine of my Hoka Bondi 8s, which I'm obsessed with. These are like literally the best shoes for like running errands and like just kind of anything of that nature. I don't wear these to weightlift, but I do wear them if I'm like just on the treadmill or I'm just running errands. They're just like my daily sneaker. Moving on to this closet. This is extra purses, extra shoes. A lot of my luggage is up here. And then my wagon, because I use that to get packages. I totally need to take this trash out to the trash can. Coffee bar is pretty much still the same. I put this extra bin down here with just like my protein powders, and then everything is typically the same up here. I did a little bit of organization in my pantry to make it look a little bit better, but then things just got messy again. So I need to figure out a little bit of a better way, but so far that's what it's looking like. I did actually deep clean my kitchen this morning, so this is like the one clean thing in this video. I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with these books. I really like them sitting here, but we're gonna figure that out later. So we have all the Smeg appliances and then all that stuff. I literally cleaned this so well today. Like, I'm so proud. It looks like spotless. I mean, there's some things, but we're not gonna focus on that. So yeah, here's this. Nothing crazy over here. Still got the bar cart. Also, if you're wondering where my dog was, Dolce, he's been at training for the past like week and a half, and he has like another week and a half at training. So I haven't seen him. Like, it's boarding and training, so I like literally have had so much freedom this past couple of weeks. But regarding Delilah, I'll give you an update after the tour because she's not with me anymore. Which, don't think I'm like laughing because I'm actually really sad about it still. Yeah, girl, we got the bar cart. This is gonna be used really well this weekend for Gasparilla here in Tampa. That's cute. Again, laundry that needs to be done, and then I got some like cute little sets from Free People. And then this is my Gasparilla outfit, some leather shorts and tights, and then some sort of like top. It's this white top. But Gasparilla also, let me explain that. Basically, Jose Gasparilla founded Tampa years ago. I think it was like in 1805 or something, or 1905. And it's like Tampa's huge holiday. Over 500,000 people flooded the streets of downtown. Like, people travel from across the world and like other states to come celebrate this. You dress up as pirates and we just celebrate like the invasion of pirates taking over Tampa Bay. It's fun, it's our holiday, and it's gonna be a blast. Basically, pre-games literally start at like 8 a.m. and I'm going to like a house party slash pre-game literally at like 8:30 a.m. So that's fun, and all the bars close at 3 a.m. So it's literally like an all-day event. So in here, the couch totally needs to be like refluffed, and I'm actually gonna get it professionally cleaned because Dolce has had an accident on here. Full transparency, like ew. It's so gross. So yeah, that's gross. I'm not gonna put these up in my like apartment anymore, like the 2 Louis Vuitton photos. I just think they're cheesy. But in regards to this table, I'm gonna organize it better. Like all this stuff's not gonna go on here. I just need to find a place in my apartment, like on little things like this and all that stuff for all these like little knickknacks. Here we are. Here I am. I love this little set from Set Active, it's so cute. So this guest room is literally where I put everything that I need to get to and unpack. So yeah. She's a little messy in here. I need to clean all the sheets in here from like sleepovers with people. And my Peloton is still in here. We've still got a beautiful view of the city while biking, which is great. And then this is obviously my Lululemon closet in here. I have a bunch of laundry I need to do. Here's my desk, here's my view that I post on Instagram literally like every single day. It's beautiful. Moving on to this room. This is great because my bed frame did finally come in like literally last week. I was actually sleeping on the ground on my bed since November. So this is from West Elm. It's called like the Lana Buckle or Buckle, however you say it, bed, and it's really cute and I'm obsessed with it. My Louis Vuitton photo still has to be hung above this though. And then here we are with the bathroom. Everything's still kind of the same in here. I think I'm gonna hang this photo up above here. I did add some organization to my shower, so I have like these acrylic shelves on both sides. I think it looks really clean and sleek. And then going into my closet, everything is still basically the same in here. Nothing has really changed in my closet. It's just same old, same old. Okay, I put you guys on my tripod so it wasn't like so shaky and stuff on my desk. But I totally want to do like a full-on life update now. Gonna start off with why I don't have Delilah anymore, my puppy right here that I got in the beginning of December. If you guys have had puppies before and you understand that they have to be crate trained, then you'll kind of understand the situation. If you've also like lived in an apartment, I feel like you'll understand it too. But she was being crate trained. She was doing pretty well at it. I mean, when I would leave, she would bark for about 15 or 20 minutes and then she would stop. I do have 2 furbos, so I was keeping like Dolce and Delilah both separated. So I was able to watch her on a furbo and then also Dolce on a furbo too. A puppy has a very high-pitched bark and she would bark super loud for 20 minutes and it was just a disturbance. So I actually got a letter saying I have like 7 days to cure this issue. And so I had to give her to my parents, and my parents actually have her sister Lola, so it's kind of perfect, like they're just gonna grow up together. And I was thinking like, oh, like maybe once she's trained I'll get her back, but the thing is she's being trained in a different environment right now with my parents, and I don't want to strip her away from being with her sister and bringing her into a new environment where she might not feel like she can carry on those skills that she learned. So yeah, my parents now have 3 dogs, all under the age of like 7 months. And that's just the way the cookie crumbled. I'm still very sad about it. It's not something that was easy for me to decide, but I would much rather give my puppy to my parents, which they take really good care of dogs, and then not be evicted from my apartment for causing a disturbance. But I handled the situation really quickly, and she's not with me anymore. I haven't heard anything else, and I talked to management, so I'm all good. But yeah, it was very like, I was like shocked, but like also kind of understood fully that like if I didn't have a dog, or even if I did have a dog, I don't want to hear someone else's dog for 20 minutes barking. So I get it, hard decision, but that was a little over a month ago, so I'm kind of okay now. Dolce, on the other hand, is great. He is being trained right now. I'll probably get him back in about a week and a half, which will be like 3 weeks since I've seen him, which is really sad, but I'm like getting a lot done here. I'm able to just kind of like leave freely when I want without worrying about him being here, so that's been nice. But he's gonna be super trained when I get him back, which is the goal. He's gonna learn a bunch of social skills and how to walk in public, and also no barking, like no nuisance barking and all that kind of stuff. But also going back to like the Delilah thing, if I like lived in a house, it would be no issue to have her because I'm the only one there. But since I am in an apartment, like you do have to keep in mind like your neighbors and stuff, and like it's not just you living here. So it's a situation I fully understood, although it hurt and it still hurts. It's like, what am I gonna do about it, you know? Moving on to a life update, the last kind of thing I posted that was kind of like an update was like me getting my new car, which is still super exciting. It's still happening, still my dream car. But I did tell myself that if I don't get right physically, mentally, spiritually, and like financially and all that stuff, by the time my car gets here, like I don't deserve it. So I'm actually on a fitness journey right now. I have gained weight over the past year, and it's due to just anxiety and depression, but I'm getting a much better hold of it. And I have a personal trainer 3 times a week, and then I go to Pilates twice a week, and I'm just really learning that fitness is good and it's not a task and it's not something I have to dread, but like it actually helps me. Quitting Orange Theory was like definitely the best decision for me because it was too vigorous of a workout, and it's really straight cardio. Like you don't have like a slow heart rate at all, even in the weight section, because you're timed. So basically if you have like a circuit of 5 different weights, like 5 different exercises, and you have like 15 minutes to complete it, you really want to go through all of those, and you want to get like a minimum of like 2 sets in, and you would go really quick, so your heart rate's always up. So it was really hard to just be able to get like a good kind of like weight training in. I had done Orange Theory for like literally 2.5/3 years, so it was something my body also got used to, and I started dreading the workouts. I wouldn't want to go. It just wasn't really good for me, and now I'm like seeing articles and stuff about how it's not really good for you, so that's really interesting. But yeah, I'm like much happier since I quit it. Pilates is great. It's really like low impact on your body. I love it. I look forward to it. It's something that is really good for me, and then I love weight training 3 times a week with my personal trainer. So yeah, physically I'm doing super well, mentally I'm doing really well. Because I'm doing well physically, I just got to a point where I was so tired of being so insecure about my body and me not doing anything about it. Like I am the only person that can change the appearance of myself, and I don't know, I just felt like something clicked in my head where I was finally like, Bella, you can't keep complaining and being insecure and not do anything about it and just sit on your couch and eat a bag of chips. Like you can't do that. So I've been eating really healthy, which I've been enjoying. I've been cooking all my meals at home, and I've already seen a difference mentally with my body, and also like I'm starting to tone a little bit, and it's only been like a 2-week journey so far. So I'm really excited to be on that kind of journey and continue to implement it well. Also, that was kind of like one of the elephants in the room, and that also really affected this elephant. And this elephant is me being super inconsistent the past 6 months on YouTube and just social media in general. When you feel, which I know a lot of you can like agree to this, like when you feel insecure about your body and like the shell that you're in, you don't want to post. You don't want for people to see you. You don't want to continue to be outgoing because it's really hard for you to love yourself and continue to put yourself out there when you don't feel your best. And that goes for anyone who's like not even on social media, like even like going out in public when you're not feeling confident. Like it's a hard thing to do. It's like, it's just like really hard as a human. And I would go in these phases. Well, it was like a really continuous phase where I would film, I would have my editor edit it, and then it would be so hard for me to press the post/publish button because I felt like I wasn't worthy of giving advice or posting a video when I didn't feel good about myself. So it was like a continuous effect, and it just was not like the best for me. But I'm in a much better state now because I'm getting physically happy with myself, and my mental state is like getting better because I'm doing like physical things, and I feel like, you know, that's just like so much better for me, and it's been like really helping me out. I also have an amazing assistant, and she's like a rock star. She's really like by my side and helping me continue to grow on social media, and not like just grow, but also to be intentional with each piece of content that I put out. So she's helping me create a plan, and she's really amazing. I literally love her, and she's being super organized with everything, and she's just gonna be like my rock. And she has been, I would say, like my assistant for like the past 2 years, but really this next 6 months, like it's gonna be a huge transformation on socials. I'm so excited. I'm really excited for this journey, and I feel like the one thing that like was really influential for me was really like getting my physical body like active, and now like everything started to fall in place through that. And obviously, like, I couldn't have done any of this without God, and he has like really pushed me through just like the rut that I was in. Like, you guys know like how many times I literally thought about like quitting YouTube, like, or like quitting like literally anything and just being a very incognito person, like, because I just felt like I wasn't worthy enough to show my face. But I know what I bring to the table, and I know that God has given me like such a wise mind and advice for people, and just like a love that people can feel through the screen, and I'm not gonna let that go to waste whatsoever. Like, I have a passion, and I've started to realize that, like, I always thought like, oh, like once you like are so passionate about something, like you never like get in a rut, like that kind of thing. But I've learned that like literally, like no matter what you do, like you're always gonna be in a rut somehow, or you're gonna get in that rut, but you gotta figure out how to get your way out, because you love what you do. It's just like everyone gets that way. You got to figure out how to spice up things and change something in your mindset, or whatever it may be, your physical body. Like, you got to figure out what to change to make you love what you're doing again. And I feel like I've like mastered that recipe so far. So welcome to Isabellagoria 2.0. This is going to be the year of putting myself first and reaching my physical goals, reaching my spiritual goals, and like just goals on social media with like the job that I do. Like, I love it. I love reaching out to you guys. I love responding to you guys, and like I just want to be able to do that forever and ever and ever. So I can't be stopped this year whatsoever. Like, I'm going to be on a journey of consistency in every aspect of life. I am so excited. Oh, also another life update. My parents just moved to Sarasota. Yeah, I know, that's weird. Like, we literally built a house on the beach 2 years ago, but that ship has sailed. We decided that my brother actually just moved to West Palm, like near Boca Raton, and my other brother lives in Lakeland. I live here in Tampa, and so my parents were 6 hours further from us versus like way closer to us. And my brother is pregnant, and him and his wife are pregnant, so my parents really just wanted to be closer. So they did just buy a house in Sarasota. It's super beautiful. I love it so much. So I'll show you guys that in a vlog coming up. Also, this is just like such another side note, but I'm gonna be vlogging a lot more. I love it. Like, I love showing you guys my life, and so just get ready for like a ton of vlogs, but like also other content as well. But I really want people to like know me from my vlogs. I promise to be fully transparent and like stop putting pressure and perfection on myself to post and like be perfect while posting. Like, oh my God, are you sure I look good? Wait, I'm not wearing makeup in this clip, like that sort of thing. Also, my schedule for YouTube is changing. I'm gonna post every Sunday and Wednesday for now, at least for the next month, until I like become consistent with posting and I don't have anxiety about pressing the publish button. And then I'll be posting 3 times a week after that. I love you guys. I hope I see you guys very soon. Thanks for joining. Thanks for being along with me in this ride. And thank you for listening and taking the time to understand me and where I am. I'm sorry for the inconsistency. Like, if you have been sticking around through my inconsistent period in life, thank you, because I don't know if I would have stuck around for an influencer or whatever you call it throughout this period, because it's annoying. Like, you want to see them post, but they're not posting, and it's just like, why aren't you being consistent? But baby, let me tell you, mental health is super important, and so is physical health, and I'm there. I'm good. We're good. All right, I love you guys so much. I'll see you guys very soon, and stay happy, stay positive, and remember that when something feels not okay in life, figure out how to change it. One small change can literally change everything, which is crazy to think about. All right, I love you guys, and I'll see you very soon. Mwah. Bye, guys.